This is the pre Erica, and then Erica came in, and then looked immediately.
I love it.
I mean, immediately better. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It's like,
sorry,
overnight.
Charlie, we got to.
The real miracle is that Erica went for it. You know what I mean? She's seeing the baggy shirt. No, I mean, she knew, he knew.
No, but that's female, right? That's the female. Tanya was the same with me. It's the female. I see the thing, and I want to nurture it. I want to grow it.
Michelangelo could see a block of marble,
and he would chisel away.
He would just bring the David out. He's like, David's already in there. Right. I just have to reveal it.
I want to say it's typically not a good idea to say, I think I could change this man or something for the women watching, but you can polish.
They're not. Yeah,
they're not the deeper. No, not the deeper. Like bringing forth. And you could never change Charlie's spirit, right? But
that's exactly right.
But what she did, I think, if anything, just in terms of this, is make it so that the external match the internal.
Yeah, sure. And I will say as well, though, that Charlie's faith became so much stronger as soon as Erica came around, and he started vocalizing it more. And for those of you in the audience that don't know Erica Kirk, the woman is a lioness. She is fierce. She is strong. She's obviously like distraught and hurting, as we all are, but she is fierce and she is strong. And I want you to know that about her, that I've seen her up close. And Tyler, you've been there as well with us. And she is so strong, and Charlie wanted to marry her because of how strong she was. And ultimately he knew that she could do this life that he was leading. And Charlie was already leading a crazy life when they met and when they fell in love and when they got married. And he knew that she had the strength in her core. And she is also such an incredible woman of faith. He knew that she could do this, and he was 100% right about Erica Kirk. She is truly something amazing, and we all love her dearly. Radio, we'll be right back. Tyler, why don't you tell the story of how you inadvertently connected Charlie with his wife?
So it's this is the miracle of the entire thing, which is incredible, and I don't think we can talk about it enough. It's Trump, it's Erica, it's Arizona, it's Turning Point.
You couldn't script this any better. Let me just set 2 points.
I told a little bit of it yesterday.
Yeah, Tyler, I think you've told this story a few times on the show. So let's big picture context here. Tyler pulled off the first Trump rally, the very first one in Arizona, and there's a lot of crazy details that go into it. But the first one, Tyler gets the credit.
But the most important part of that, truly in the background, is that Erica Kirk is at that rally, and we don't focus on it. We've talked about the rally and all that with Trump getting reelected.
She's in the background of the main shot.
So right behind Trump, people don't know this. We can put it up. There is right behind Trump on stage, first Trump rally ever. And again, they were expecting this to be 100-person rally. They were like wanting to give refreshments.
You didn't even call it a rally, right?
Well, so the original was supposed to be
Corey Lewandowski.
Corey Lewandowski was like, "Can you get 100 people in a room? We'll provide refreshments. We'll give you money, whatever." And I'm like, "No, we don't need any of that. We can get lots of people there." And we started doing this, and it starts to go bonkers, right? Because I'll give credit to Jake Hoffman, who is the president of the Freedom Caucus here. He's a state senator. He was my unpaid comms director, who was actually the guy that helped start Charlie's Instagram with me and start all the Turning Point, like all the Turning Point assets that we have on social media now, by the way, too. But we started just going bonkers with all the media. And so then I started fielding calls from everywhere. It was crazy everywhere. And one of the calls I got was from Erica. She's like, "Hey, I was Miss Arizona. I love Donald Trump. Can I be involved?" I'm like, "Absolutely." So I met her, and I was like, "We've got to put her behind the president." So I had my family behind the president. My grandpa, who just passed away just a few months ago, who loved Charlie, loved the show, everything, listened daily. It was my grandpa, my dad-in-law, Lauren, my wife, and Erica is up there.
Yeah.
So Erica, afterwards,
we gotta find the picture.
After this, I'll pull it up. After this rally, I meet with Erica, and I'm like, there's a way that we can, she's faith-based. So this is the funniest part. She's faith-based. She's so centered on Christ. We've got to lean in and involve her here because we were starting the initial talks about Turning Point Faith or TPUSA Faith. And I was trying to recruit her hard to come work for us. And so through all that, I had introduced her to Charlie. I was like, I think she could be great. She could be wonderful. And Charlie was immediately in love, absolutely in love. And I was like, it was Charlie, going back, and that's where it's like the tee up with, the clothes, everything else. I was like, Charlie, I don't know, like this is
so he was trying to press her a little more.
This is Miss Arizona, so I was nervous. I'm like, I don't know if we don't want to scare her away, right? Like we don't have to work for us, So, but like that's great. Let's feel out. And so Charlie did the right thing. He did everything perfectly, as Charlie always does. Did everything perfectly. I dropped him off. He was at the office here, which he was rarely at the office because he was always on the plane. And he had set up a date to go meet her at the gym, because it's a fancier, nicer gym that's in the North Valley. And I took him over and I dropped him off there. And it was the whole car ride over there was pep talk. So, all right, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to say. Hey, if she says this, don't do that. And he's like, well, what do I do if because Charlie had a number of dates, but not that many people. He's busy. He's a busy guy. He just didn't.
Yeah.
And so it went immaculately. And after that, they'd met again in New York, where she was living at the time. And he had made a special trip just to go there.
Yeah, he made an excuse. This is what Charlie would do. He would go somewhere and he would make an excuse that was like a formal reason to be there, but there was always kind of like an ulterior motive where
But it was I'll never and these are the memories. I'm putting out a tweet right now that's saying just write down these memories, because until just now I just forgot about that. Was like driving him over in my car, just having that conversation, which was just like, and again, Andrew, I know you've had many of these, all of us have had many of these conversations one-on-one with Charlie, of just like the pep talks. Because, even though Charlie was such a lion of a man, it takes a village, I think, of like having those conversations with one another.
It takes a family.
It takes a family.
Yeah, but he would position people in places to be able to speak to him and give him like that, like before he took the stage, like, okay.
But he would always, it's like, he would always just want that, even though you knew that he didn't need it.
And but what the other thing is, you'd think you had a really good idea, and you're like, no, and I give it to him, and be like, okay, and then he would always chew the meat and spit out the bones. He was always so good at filtering out your bad ideas without like making you feel terrible. We got to Welcome Back Radio, so. All right, welcome back to our national radio audience at the Charlie Kirk Show. We are remembering. Right, and that's what we're currently talking about.
Well, and that's like to that point, Eric.
N